Alright everybody, well, we're back. We went to the store. Alright, so we went to the store, right? Remember we went to the farm and feed store, turned our lottery ticket in, got $5, rounded up 39 cents. And so I would like to introduce you to, as you can see right here, here's the receipt. Okay? There's the receipt. It costs $4.99. I showed you. I went up there to the feed store. So you're looking at $5.39 total, and it's listed as a body trap mink muskrat 110. That means 110 pounds is exerted on this right here, and it might be a little bit too much for some of the stuff I've caught in it so far, which is birds. Let me adjust this. Okay, birds. And I showed you a couple photos already, some video footage of what it does to a bird. But anyhow, this is how you transport it. It goes like this. Here's the key in the middle. Just put the key like this. Put the spring down. You know, you could wrap it this way. Folds up in your pack. I'm going to go with the rule of 2 is 1, 1 is none. I think 3 is a little too much. So, especially if you're like me, I can't carry a lot, so this doesn't weigh that much. Maybe about half a pound. That's what it feels like. So I would like to introduce you to the 110 Conibear-Spring loaded body trap. And it says it's for, on the receipt, like I said, I showed you on the receipt, it's a body trap for mink and muskrats. I haven't seen a mink ever, and a muskrat, I think I've seen one up in Hannibal. How old am I again? 40. I was there when I was 12. You know, so do the math on that one. So I kept the receipt. Okay, well this is what it looks like. Take the tag off. As you can tell, we'll go over the parts. This is the spring. Okay, here's the spring. They give you a chain and a ring on it. Okay, this is usually staked to the ground or fastened off to something, you know, with a cable or a tree. I use stakes. I got metal stakes that I got heavy. They look like it's just like wire. And they got a hook on top of them that's about like that long, so you just stake them into the ground. So, you know, your trap can be, it won't run off, or something tries to take off with whatever's in the trap. Okay? And this is how it sits. I showed you already. Okay, so you have to press this spring down. Okay? See how I did that? Pressing the spring down. I grab it with my hand. I know a lot of people out there probably saying that's the stupidest way to do it in the world. See the whiskers? That's where you put the bait. This key has 3 settings. 3 settings on it. Okay? That last one's usually what I use. I mean, it's plenty. If you get your finger caught in here, you're gonna, yeah, it hurts. Okay, so. And that key holds that, see? And then you can grab it like that. I mean, I'm sure that's probably an ignorant way to do it. I see a lot of people grab it up here. They say you can set these with your foot. Okay? There's several ways you can set these. I usually just set it like this. I've even seen people set them like this. And if you're fishing, you know, because the way the fish is shaped, it might be better if you hang it in the water like this. Okay, so if the fish comes in there to hit it from the side, it'll actually grab the shape of the fish around the head. You know, okay, so that's what we're going to work on. We're going to figure out a way to fish with these too. But I thought I'd show you exactly what it looks like. You got a ring. There's a chain that comes with it. You have the spring. Okay. This is a 110. That means it's 110 pounds of pressure. And if it smashes your finger in there, I put my finger in there, not when it was set. I just kind of opened it up and put my finger in there to feel what it felt like. And if it were to collapse on you, it probably would break your hand. It probably would break your hand. Probably break your fingers. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, okay? Let me get my receipt out of the way. Oh, okay, I didn't put it on. All right, we have it set. Now you got, see, I'll show you on the side here. See the side where the key is? I call that the key, where the knocks are. There's 3 of them, so you can put it on the last one. That means it's really going to be strong. And the one at the end where I have mine set, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's because it might get caught on the other one. It might not. I doubt it. But the whiskers is where you put your bait. Okay, you put your bait on there. And like I said, you can hang it in the air. That means you can catch birds and fish. So if you dip this in the water and you put your bait in there, I'm sure they'll swim up to it and pow! See where I'm going with this? Or anything else, you know, turtles and stuff. So, like I said, it's not controlled. It's not a controlled thing like hunting. Hunting means whatever I shoot at, that's what I'm aiming for. But if I'm trapping, you could catch other stuff in here that you might not want. Like I caught a couple birds. I wasn't going for birds. I was going for a rabbit. I got birds. I got 2 birds. And the feeding time is in the morning and in the evening. Sunrise, sunset. Usually around 7:30. Like an hour, you know, hour before, an hour after. So whatever you're going after, you have to learn their feeding habits or whatever, or where they hang out at and what they look like, how they, you know what I'm saying, what the trails look like, the area. You have to, you know a little bit about what you're going after. Okay, so anyhow, this is what it looks like set. If you hang it from the air or in the water, you can do it that way. Okay? It was designed, I believe, specifically to sit on the ground like this. You cover this with some leaves, you stake it off, and see the whiskers, you put the food this way. Okay? But for an example, I'm going to show you what it will do. I'll show you what it'll do when you set it off, okay? I probably don't need to be holding this. Okay? So say, for instance, you're using this for fishing, right? And it's just hanging in the water. It's got the bait on there. See that? Well, you probably didn't see it. Not very much room there. So we'll try it again, okay? Open it up. Grab the clamp. It's new, so see how I did that? I'll try again. Grab it like this. I see a lot of guys set these on the ground. I've got a bad hand. This might not work. See, now I can't do it. I did it a minute ago and it wasn't even hard. Might have to use gloves for this. There we go. Get a good grip. Okay, you can hold it like that, but I don't recommend it. See, now you have to set the key. So this is kind of a complicated little deal here. Make sure that's locked. See, I'm probably pissing some hunters off out there and shit. Hey, you're doing it wrong, or you're gonna get hurt. Yeah, probably. Okay, that's how I did it. It's gonna take some practice, and don't put your hand in there. Anyway, you set this on the ground. You bait the whiskers. See, those are the whiskers. You bait those. You set it on the ground. Okay? I already have one set up, and I'll show you. Okay? See? You bait the whiskers. See, this is what it looks like. Remember the one we just bought? Okay? That's the one we just bought. It sits like that. That's the other one. Okay? That's the one that's baited. See how I kind of got it? You can't see it because it's got leaves on it and stuff. Anyway, they come up and peck the corn. Remember, we went over this before, I believe. We'll do it again. See, they come up to it. See, after you put the bait on there. See that? That's the results. Now, that's a new one. So now I have 2. See, the same thing applies. See, watch. This has no bait on it. For some reason, this one's not working as good as that one. Okay. Maybe have the spring on the wrong side. Okay. But nonetheless, there's the results. And they work. See the stick? And I got it fashioned to the ground right there. So see, I'm pulling on the stick pretty hard. Well, I can get away. So anyhow, have to set that one again. But I thought I'd show you that. Let me get my thumb out of the way. I thought I'd show you that for $5.39, and I didn't buy these, remember? I didn't pay for them. I got them from the lottery. The lottery gave me $5. I went down there, I put the, thing in there. They gave me the money. I went to the feed store down the road, and then we ended up with this, okay? So, Missouri MoLotto, Missouri Points for Prizes and the scratchers and stuff, paid for our toolage for trapping. Now we have 2. Remember, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Rule of 3s if we can get another one, but there we go. Let's try that again. All right, now we're back on our station here. So, with that, I just thought I'd share that little secret with you on. Grip it, pull this down, grab it like that. Still new, I guess you gotta wear it in a little bit. Oil it, wax it. I usually put wax on these, or candle wax. Okay, see how I got it? Once you got it like that, that's fine, but there seems to be an issue with this one. There we go. Make sure this is not in the way. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Maybe the spring's not activating correctly. Wear it in a little bit. There we go. And keep the receipt. If they don't work correctly, it might just be a bad one. There you go. Anyhow, I'm Munro, the Roaming Gnome, and this is the 110 Conibear that we got from MoLotto time. Points for prizes for survival and sustainability equipment. There you go. Anyhow, if you thought that was informative, interesting, and you don't know really much about these traps, like I said, they were invented by supposedly a French fur trader from Canada. And if you wonder where you can get these at, like I said, I got it at the Olskeens. I call it Olshines. It's probably Olshines. Olshines, that sounds better. Olshines Farm and Feed Store. Here on the township side, towards Friendly. Here in Columbia, Missouri, I'm camping, and I'm in the Ozarks. And it's November, so it's hunting and trapping season. But I'd always been told it's always good to have at least a couple ways to procure game, fish, things like that, wildcrafting, just some stuff so you can put some food on the table in case you get in a pinch. I probably won't use these all the time. I was more interested, like I said, in the fishing. See where I'm getting at? You just bait the trap, drop it in the water, hang it like that, fish comes in there, right? But anyhow, yeah, I thought I'd demo this a little bit. I've never used them. I've always walked by them in many feed stores, and I always thought, I was like, well, I'll never use those. But buying 2 of these and actually using the one, with that one, I did. I gotten several birds, which I did eat. I'm not going to say I wasted them or anything. They were food. But if a bird can set these off, that's how sensitive they are. So, small bird at that. So anyhow, I thought I'd demo this. Once again, this is the 110 Conibear. Costs $5.39 from Olskeens Farm and Feed Store here in Columbia, Missouri. I got the $5 from the MoLotto Missouri Lottery scratch-off tickets that I found this morning that had a $5 winner on it. I didn't buy it. I found it in the trash. Okay? And we take the points every morning at Hardee's or a library or someplace that has internet, and we turn the points in. And that's how we get the other gear. And but I thought I'd do the 110 Conibear review, show you what it looks like. Because I looked on the internet, I didn't see really any good video footage or demos of this. And there's probably good reasons why. It's trapping, it's cruelty. Some people are going to say it's cruelty to animals and things like that. I'm not a sport hunter. I'm not doing it for sport. I'm not trying to kill coyotes. I'm not out here just trying to collect mass pelts or anything. I'm just saying if in a pinch I had to eat, just going to catch a fish or two, you know, maybe, you know, rabbit here and there, even some squirrels. You know, but I'm just saying it's always good to have at least a couple of tools in your, you know, your toolbox for survival and sustainability. And I was turned on to these traps. They're not very expensive. They're very well built, and these would last a lot longer than per se, you know, if you used a gun, because you have to have ammunition for that. These just made more sense to me. You know, slingshot. You have to have, well, like I said, rubber band brakes. So I'm going with this. This just made more sense. You got some fish hooks and some line. You can go fishing and trapping. So damn, man, double whammy right there, bud. Anyhow, like I said, I just thought I'd demo this, show you guys how I do it. And there's no investment on my behalf at all, really. I just rode into town. I was on my way to go have coffee. Coffee's free where I go. I find lottery tickets and turn the points in. I get winners occasionally. And plus, you know, we do salvaging and surveying, and we go into the wilderness and down the rivers, and we find, you know, valuable gemstones and people's lost items like their phones or wallets, and we turn them back in. You know, people are grateful, so they hook me up. But anyhow, I'm Glenn Munro, the Roaming Gnome, and like I said, one more time, this is the 110 Conibear body trap. I'll see y'all later.